All right, baby. I'm sorry, but I got to try it.
Fuck, what are you doing?
What? I'm gonna do your eyebrows.
What do you mean you're gonna do my eyebrows?
I'm gonna wax them. I have a wax strip on your eyebrows right now.
Risa.
What?
Come on, Risa.
Baby, stop
on
overreacting.
Both my eyebrows, you put a wax strip.
I meant to put it on your unibrow. I'm sorry. Come on, let me do it for you.
No, can I ask you something?
What?
Why are you always messing with me? Like, do you have like a fetish? Like, what's
Baby,
going on?
baby, let me do your eyebrows.
You about to make them so thin now? I'm not about to have no eyebrows.
Come on, I have to do your eyebrows. You're looking rusty.
What about you? You look at your mustache. Why didn't you put one of these in your mustache?
Well, you can do it after. Leave me alone. Let's go.
No, go get a hot rag, right, son?
JP, the longer it's there, the more hair it takes out. Come on.
You already gonna take all of the hair off.
Let me do it. Just trust me. You're so dramatic. It's just a panty liner. Goodness.
What the fuck is wrong with you, man?
For the life of me, I will just never understand why so many of these weak, simp, frail young men would rather, in lieu of their masculinity, create fake TikTok videos wearing panty liners and shit like that on your face just to get the dopamine hit off of the attention or the viewers that you get up on TikTok. For the life of me, I will never understand this. Modern women today are absolutely addicted to what I refer to this as, which is emasculinization porn. And perhaps they're addicted unbeknownst to them. But this is what happens when you allow a modern woman to lead your relationship. They want to do it for the gram. They want to do it for the attention, as this to show or to indicate to other women, look at me, I'm peacocking because of how much power and control that I have, who's typically established as the leaders of these relationships. But what's crazy to me is that the modern emasculinization of modern men today is supported by feminine, weak men. But see, y'all get mad at me when I begin to question who is the theys that they keep on referring to. When you have active people in society today that will stop at nothing to uphold this buffoonery.
When your customers request additional services, but you're a professional.
I'm just saying, I do massages, but I don't give happy endings, queen.
Okay,
I'm sorry,
but if it ended in a happy ending, you would do it.
That's not professional.
Who said it was?
When your customers
She sounds like she's got a donut in her mouth as she speaks. Nevertheless, this is the double standards of the clown world that we exist in today, because if it was a guy that was pressuring her for the exact same activity, they would label him a sexual predator. But where's the smoke for this?
I tried to do a frontal install tutorial.
Oh! That room smells like... Don't get demonetized, MTR. Nah, mama, you couldn't have shaved before. Not even for the tutorial.
I tried to do a frontal install.
Oh. Wig, fake eyelashes, fake nails, fake mammary glands. And this would be the very first one that says that she wants a real man. Give me a break.
You know what bewilders me?
What,
Women
mama?
that make TikToks on some. This is how you act on a first date if you want to attract a high value man.
Okay.
First date, he gonna know. I laugh at all my own jokes. I'm violent and I'm conceited as fuck. Okay? I don't care. I'm always gonna love me more than I'm ever gonna love you. And if a man wants to be in my life, he needs to spend his every waking hour thinking of ways on how he needs to convince me that he should even be graced by my presence. How am I gonna be up at night trying to adopt a personality that ain't even mine to attract headaches and ridiculousness? It don't make no damn sense. Enough. Be you and put yourself first.
This is what modern men today have to choose from. These modern women today are completely and utterly done for. They've been exposed to the Kardashians' lifestyles. They've been exposed to syndicated media, which promotes this bullshit that they are a 10, that they are a prize, that a man must do everything within his power in order to aspire to even sit next to women like this. And now the ill-fated effects of this are coming into fruition. A society of non-feminine women with borderline personality disorders that are promoting the egregious behavior, that are promoting this lack of etiquette and especially when treating and talking to modern men today. This is modern times. Welcome to now.
You give your daughter honey buns in the morning? Is that body positivity? Just be fat?
Body
Just be fat?
positivity is not about that. Body positivity is loving yourself where you are in life. And what you do not like about yourself, you
No, it's not.
Okay,
no,
well,
it's not.
well, I'm gonna cut this real quick because
ain't.
what I want y'all to know, and I want everyone at home to know this as well. No woman should ever have to debate a man over her body. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut this conversation right now. So I want every woman at home to understand this. There will be men in your life that are ignorant, that want to tell you that who you are is not enough. And let myself, let Chantel, and let my family here in the audience be the first to tell you your body is perfectly designed as is. You keep loving who you are, and if you can't find that love in yourself, there are people like us that want to reach out to you and send you that love.
You saw what he just said at the end? There's people like us that want to reach out to you and send their love. Meaning, there's people like us that want you to sit down on that couch and continue to watch us so we can continue to count the ad revenue and the dollars that are coming through because of the copium that we instill within you. Because it's too hard to go out there and work on your body to divert your number one killer. People who are overweight to obese are way more likely to suffer from high blood pressure, higher LDL cholesterol, and suffer from diabetes. All that are risk factors for heart disease and stroke. Not to mention, y'all waistlines is one of the top reasons that men will deselect you. But yeah, why not continue to watch these mainstream media outlets which drip copium with an IV directly into your vein, which impacts you to have a delusional mindset. We literally have all of the science that says this. We literally have all of the data that demonstrates this. But yeah, but what a man has to say about it, because my body, my choice, right? This is truly the epitome of a clown world today. We have lost boundaries. We have lost discipline. We have lost rules of engagement for the dollar. And we have mainstream TV injecting the lies into these women's minds, and these women are raising the children. It helps you understand why so many of these young people are absolutely backwards, with the young women demonstrating masculinity and the young boys demonstrating femininity. No wonder.
Because I want to talk about something that I haven't heard, and I just want to know if anyone else, any women are experiencing this. Quick backstory. Coming up, I always had low self-esteem. I never felt attractive. I didn't really have friends. I was pretty much a loner. And so as an adult, I still have some of those thoughts in my mind. And it could honestly affect how I present myself when I'm out. But with that said, I have a lot of gorgeous friends, okay? Everybody's pretty. Everybody's pretty. Can we talk about how we are not the woman that's like ever approached in the friend group? More specifically, how you internalize it, how you deal with it. You know, because it's hard for me to believe that I'm the pretty girl when I'm out and men don't approach me. I tell you guys all the time that, like, I get the most attention from guys on the internet, not out in public. I for the most part, I'm never approached, just to keep it a buck. Or I'm approached by super older guys, like 50 and up. Nobody in my age range. And I don't care how many times my friends tell me I'm pretty. People at church tell me I'm pretty. When it's all said and done and I'm in a room with them, I'm never seen. And it's kind of hard to deal with. And then you can't even really talk to your homegirls about it, because if you tell them, then they're going to be self-conscious about how they are in your presence, and you don't want to dim their light because you love them. But like, what do I have to do? Distance myself from pretty people? Like, that doesn't make sense. I don't know. How do y'all deal with it? Do you talk to your homegirls? Do you just internalize it? Do you talk to other people? Do you just ignore the feelings? Like, because that's my thing. When I'm by myself and I meditate or I look at myself in the mirror, I feel beautiful. And then I get around other pretty girls and I feel like the ugly duckling.
This is the impact of lying to women. You see, they hated Kevin Samuels for calling out women when they were too big when they called into his show. But if women like this heard the uncomfortable truth years before, then they had to hear it then. The question is, would she have sought to fix the particular issue? You see, you panderers are the problem, not the people that talk about these uncomfortable truths.
And nobody can convince me that I'm attractive. That's why it's hard for me to receive compliments. That's why it's hard for me to trust that what people are saying they mean, because my life experience tells me otherwise. So how do you deal with it if you are dealing with it? Ladies.
I legitimately feel bad regarding what I'm seeing right here to a degree. But the thing is like, I took a look at her Instagram. I'm not going to bring it up here because, I don't want you guys going to go find her and, talk to her or anything like that. But she's large. She's extremely large. And the thing is like, she doesn't have an ugly face. And I think that if she lost 80 pounds, she would be way more attractive than what she is right now. And she wouldn't have to make a particular video like this if she didn't reside in a culture that will pander to you irrespective of the truth that scientists and doctors talk about. But this is the reality. Outside of all of the body positivity bullshit, this is the reality. She's looking at the data as presented to her when she goes out into reality, not the data from her pandering girlfriends that just want her to feel good.
Ladies, can we start a thread? Because I want to talk about something.
Hey boo, I'm Rhea, and you don't know me, but I wanted to stitch your video, and I just want to tell you something today. You're gorgeous. You are beautiful. You are enough. You are worth it. You are amazing. And I don't care what anybody says or thinks or anything. You got to get a true confidence in yourself to know that I'm worth this. And just because men don't pick you out of your friend group, that doesn't mean that you're not worth it. That doesn't mean that you're not gorgeous. That doesn't mean that you're not beautiful. It just means that they are not the ones for you. Because when a man sees you, he gonna see all of you. When a man wants you, he's going to want you for you, not because you're portraying to be somebody else or anything like that. He's going to want you because you are you unapologetically. And that's what I'm trying to say here. And I can say this to you because I once was like that. I once had that mindset. I once had that perspective about myself. Then I had to think, if I don't love me, how in the world do I expect for somebody else to come in and do the same? No. You got to be confident in you. So what men don't pick you up and they pick everybody else up in the friend group? They ain't for you. And that's okay. It's going to take a special person to love you correctly.
She's looking at the actual data. But I think that the uncomfortable truth can be articulated very succinctly. If you have been unable to actively manage your waistline or your body, then why would a man that has actively managed the utility in his life want to include you in his life? Because if you're unable to take yourself serious, then what makes him think that you'll take him serious?
There's kids, ready for this? My friend, his wife, is a school teacher. And she works at a school that had to install a litter box in the girls' room. Because there is a girl who's a furry who identifies as an animal, and her mother badgered the school until they agreed to put a litter box in one of the stalls. Yeah. So this girl goes into the litter room or to the girls' room and urinates or whatever. I don't know if she poops in it. That's pretty gross. Yeah, I mean, like if you could teach your cat, by the way, here's the thing. If you could teach your cat to use the toilet, you would. Mm-hmm. Okay? Yeah. Like, you don't want a box of piss in your house. It's the worst. I've had cats my whole life. It's the worst thing about having cats. You got to clean that box of piss every day. Yeah. Like, it's the greatest thing about dogs. They go outside. Like, you're a fucking human.
The woke mob comes up out of nowhere and lambasts us for have any critical thinking skills whatsoever. They'll use sign language, they'll use weak arguments like saying that, but you're not being inclusive. Where are your boundaries? You're allowing a child to identify as a fairy so they have to install a little box? What is happening today? Questions, comments, concerns? Y'all already know what to do. Mediocre tutorials and reviews at gmail.com. This was a particularly arduous video. Hopefully you guys are still here with me right now. Last but not least, guys, my Patreon is the best Patreon on this side of YouTube. Click the link down in the description box down below if you want to get closer to me as well as my inner circle. If you want to, then I'll see you soon. Until next time, YouTube, peace!
You don't wanna see me get vexed. Bars on your phone, tell them man you can't jack. The big girl, the ones who can't stretch. Breaking the neck when we in the car next. You don't wanna see me get vexed. Bars on your phone, tell them man you can't jack. The big girl, the ones who can't stretch. Breaking the neck when we in the car next. Dead bars, need defibrillation ASAP. Get boxed with a straight guy. I'm reminded of my state they lack. Every time that they incline, we go way back. All they wanna be is just ruthless.